Relational operators check the relation between the two numbers. Double equal sign checks whether they are equal. Exclamation equal checks whether they are not equal. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So let the numbers are a and b, then a double equal to b, both are not equal, so this statement will be not true. Not true means it is false, and so the answer of this relationship operator will be 0. A not equal to b is true. A is 10, b is 20, so a greater than b is not true, false. But a less than b is true. Again, a greater than or equal to b is not true, a less than or equal to b is true. Such operators are used in decision making and control loops. So in C, to control the flow of program, different statements are provided. Some of them are for decision making, conditional operators if which loops are there for the control, and some other statements. We'll see them one by one. Conditional operator is the operator which checks certain condition. Expression 1 is a condition. If the condition is true, then expression 2 is executed, and the value of expression 2 is the value of this operator statement. If the expression 1 is false, then expression 3 is executed and its value is given to this conditional expression. So suppose A and B are the two numbers. So A greater than B is checked. If A is greater than B, then A becomes the value of Z, and if this condition is false, that is A is less than B, then B becomes the value of Z. This is one of the way of doing this. Conditional operator. Now if statements are there. In if, a condition is checked. If the condition is true, then only this statement block is executed. If the condition is false, then this block is totally not executed or discarded, and the instruction after this if will be executed. If there are two options, then if the condition is checked, if the condition is true, then this block is executed. If the condition is false, then this block is executed. In the block, if there are more instructions, more than one instructions, then the curly braces are necessary. If there is a single statement, then curly bracket is not necessary. If there are multiple choices, then if first condition is checked, if this condition is true, this block is executed. Then else if second condition is given, if this condition is true, this block is executed. In this way, any number of conditions can be given, and at the end, if all the conditions are false, then this part of the block is executed, that is else condition. There is one more way of doing this, is switch expression. In switch, expression is given. This expression is executed and a value is generated. There are multiple choices of these values. So if value 1 is there, then this block is executed. If value 2 is answer of expression, then this block is executed. So whatever possible values of expression, those many cases can be there. Every case is terminated with the break statement, because at a time only one of the cases is possible. If all the cases are not there, then the default case is there. Here this block is executed. Now one by one we'll study all these. So let us go to our compiler. So let us study decision making. First we will see the conditional operators. So let us consider the two numbers, integer a and b. So get the values of a and b. So ask the values to the user. Enter two numbers. So user will enter two numbers. We have to read the two numbers. So scanf, the two numbers are integer. And we have to read the two numbers as ampersand A, ampersand B. So the two numbers we have read. Now let us find the largest of these two numbers. So this is large. LAR is the largest of this. So let us generate this largest. This largest number is equal to. Now use conditional operator A greater than B. So this is the condition. This condition is executed, and if the condition is true, then naturally A is big. So A is the value of this largest. If this condition is false, then B is the value of this largest, and this is the statement. So if condition is true, LAR is equal to A. If condition is false, LAR is equal to B. Now let us print the largest. So print F. So bigger is. So bigger number will print %D, and this bigger number is large. So bigger number will be printed here. So let us execute this program. %yes. This is the syntax missing terminating. Enter two numbers. So I will enter two numbers, suppose 35 and 78. The two numbers I have entered. Bigger is 78. Rerun the program. Suppose I enter the two numbers 90 and 45. Bigger is 90. Rerun the program. Suppose enter one negative numbers, -23 and -56. Suppose. Who is bigger? -23 is bigger. Bigger is 20. So in this way this runs. Let us have one more example. Suppose A and B are the two numbers, and suppose one number we will take, and let us find out whether the number is even or odd. So let us get the number from the user. Enter n. Suppose n is the number entered. So we have to get printf enter number. So user will enter the number. We have to scan the number. Get the number, scanf, and we will get this number ampersand n. We have got the value. Now we have to print whether this number n is even or odd. So printf entered number. Enter number is n. So %D is, we have to write down, even or odd. Now even and odd, these are the words, so they are string. So they will be string. So we have to generate this string. First we have to print the number n. Corresponding to this %D, there is n. Now we have to generate this string depending upon value of n. Now how to check whether the value is even or odd? Let us n %2. So n is divided by 2. If answer of n divided by 2 is 0, then the number is even, otherwise the number is odd. So if answer is equal to 0, so let us check whether it is 0. For checking you have to give double equal to. If answer is equal to 0, even, otherwise it is odd. Observe the syntax of this statement. Condition, then question mark, then first statement, colon second statement. Hopefully the program will run properly. Let's check this. So the number is entered, it is checked. Run the program. Enter number. Suppose I enter 45. Entered number 45 is odd. Very good. Rerun the program. Enter number. Suppose 60. Entered number 60 is even. Very good. It's running fine. So in this way you can use this type of conditional operator. Now let us study the if statement. Basic if statement checks certain condition. Suppose we want to generate absolute value of a number. So user will enter the number. Let the number be float. Float number. This is the number. User will enter the number. So scanf %f and user will enter the number as num. So num is the user entered number. In case of scan we need here ampersand as the address, as the syntax. Remember this. Now we have got the number. Now we have to check whether the number is positive or negative. We are writing the program for the absolute value. If num itself is positive, then itself is the absolute value. If num is negative, then we have to convert it into the positive. So let's check this num. So if num is less than 0. How to check the number is negative or not? If number is less than 0, means it is negative. If this is the condition, then see this tab I have given just to look it nice. It is not a condition that the indentation should be there. Indentation is required in Python. It is not required in C as a compulsory condition. If number is less than 0, the number is negative. So what we have to do is, we have to convert it to positive. So let us use the assignment type operator. N is equal to minus n. So the number has become from negative to positive. Otherwise, only this is the condition. This is a single statement, so curly brackets are not necessary. So if number is negative, n will become minus n. If number is not negative, then don't do anything on this num. N is num. Num is equal to n and num are different. Everything is different. Now printf absolute value abs value is equal to %f because our number is floating, and let us print n. So if user enters positive number, the same number will be here. If user enters negative number, it will be converted and become positive and displayed here. So run the program. Scanf, we have forgot to give instruction to the user that enter the number. So directly scanf is executed. So this blinking cursor is asking for number. So I give you the number, say 68. So absolute value is this. Suppose I give rerun the program. Suppose I give the minus 46. Absolute value is 46. So it is converted. So in this way the basic if statement is used. Now let us study the two options type if else. So let us find out the user will enter certain number and let us check whether the number is divisible by 5 or not. Okay. So integer n, this is the number user will enter. So printf enter number. So user will enter this number. We will scan the number. So scanf %d comma ampersand n. So we have got the number. Now we have to check whether this number n is divisible by 5. For that we will divide this number by 5 and check the remainder. So if n percent 5 is equal to 0. So if the remainder is equal to 0, n is divisible, otherwise it is not divisible. So tap printf %d, that is this number, is divisible by 5. So in this case it is divisible by 5. If the condition is false, then what will happen? Else. So else, print that not divisible by 5. So if the remainder is 0, the number is divisible by 5. If remainder is not 0, the number is not divisible by 5. So run the program. Printf is divisible by 5, integer warning percentage is matching integer, and is not divisible, percent is not divisible by, yes, we have to give here number. So number is n. In both cases we have to give here number. If anything we forget, the compiler lets us know. Enter number. I just enter some number 47. 47 is not divisible by 5. Rerun the program. I just enter the number 40. 40 is divisible by 5. Rerun the program. Enter number 69. 69 is not divisible by 5. Run the program. Suppose the number is 20. 20 is divisible by 5. So program is running fine. Now let us try to understand nested if. Nested if means within the if one more if it's given. So let us find out, suppose let us find out the largest number of 3 numbers. So we know how to find the largest of 2 using the conditional operator. Now enter A, B and C. Suppose 3 numbers are there. So user will enter 3 numbers. So printf enter 3 numbers. So user will enter 3 numbers. Let us scan these 3 numbers. Scanf %d, 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 3 numbers. So and A, B, C. So 3 numbers are read. In case of scan, we need ampersand as an address location. Now 3 numbers we have. We have to find the largest. For finding the largest, at a time only, in the conditional operators only on the 2 operands the operator works. So first check whether A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, then A will be checked with C. If B is greater, then B will be checked with C. So if A is greater than B, then under this condition what we have to do is, if the condition is true, that means A is big. So check if B is greater than C. If this condition is also true, then what does it mean? If B is greater than C, A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, so A is bigger. Now check if A is greater than C. If this condition is also true, that means A is the bigger number. So printf biggest is percent D. Which is bigger? A is bigger. So this is the thing. Now suppose this condition is not true. If A is greater than C is not true. That means A is less than C. Now A is bigger than B, but A is less than C. That means C is bigger. So in this case, we have to print that C is bigger number. So if this condition is false, then what we have to write down is else that bigger number is C. So if A is greater than B, then A is bigger. If still A is greater than C, that means A is bigger. But if A is not greater than C, then C is bigger. So this is executed if this condition is true. Now, if this original statement of if is false, then else. It will come to else if A is less than B. If A is less than B, means B is greater than C. Now we have to check this exactly similar execution with now we have to check whether B is greater than C. Now if B is greater than C, that means the number bigger is B. But if B is not greater than C, then again C is bigger. So this is called as nested if loops. Here there are 4 printf statements. Out of them only one will be executed depending upon the sequence of execution of program. So let us run this program. Hopefully it will run immediately. Enter 3 numbers. I just enter 3 numbers, 23, 67 and say 43. Now bigger is 67. We should get that 67 is bigger number. Biggest is 67. Very good. Let us rerun the program. Change the sequence of bigger number. So now let the first number be B. 98, 43 and say 12. Biggest is 93. Very good. Rerun the program. Let the bigger number be at the end. 23, 79, say 138 suppose. Biggest is 138. It is running very much fine. So we have understood if and conditional operator. Let's stop here.